The TNT field as we have the Seniors Day game between Arlington and Proctor with Varsity Soccer, and you see the festive atmosphere. We have the parents coming out and they'll introduce the seniors.
Starting this year is going to be senior Josh Taranovich, the son of Jim and Judy.
So Jim and Judy's son Josh Taranovich coming out, and I didn't know until I got, yeah, you see him on crutches with Coach Ratty. Right behind him. Broke his foot out for the year. Broke it in the MSJ game. And he is the captain of the team, and that's going to be a big blow, but they're going to try to regroup, get going here, and see the handshakes and the hugs and the balloons as that's Josh Taranovich being introduced.
Next, senior to be introduced, Calvin Knowles, the son of Mike and Laura.
Mike and Laura Knowles' son, Calvin Knowles. And he'll go out with a bouquet of flowers. And
thank you for all your hard work.
hopefully give the flowers to his mom, and then his dad will give him a big hug. And there you go. On Seniors Day here in Proctor, Vermont, Munger Vision. Got a big game coming up, too, after the acknowledgments of the seniors here.
Next departing senior, Justin Blongi, son of Kevin and Tina.
Kevin and Tina's son, Justin Blongi. Again, not a very old Proctor team. Not a lot of seniors on this Proctor squad. A lot of youngsters, a lot of underclassmen. So it'll be a short ceremony here to start with. And again, congratulations to all the seniors for Proctor. Job well done. And
the last senior departing the squad this year is going to be Keegan Burnham, son of Kevin and Vina.
And Keegan Burnham coming out now. And he is the final senior. Only 4 seniors on the roster. And again, the maroon balloons of Proctor, the burgundy balloons, is you have it. That is Seniors Day. And again, congratulations to all the seniors. As I'll come back, I'll have the opening touch. We'll get going with the first 40 minutes of soccer in a game with a lot of importance on the line here as far as regular season championships and the playoffs.
Now for the starting lineup.
You're looking at the Arlington Eagles, the dark uniforms on, and Proctor and Arlington played once already this year down in Arlington. It was a 2-0 win for Proctor, one of their closer ball games. And this will be a completely different ball game right here because Josh Taranovich not available today. And there's been some adjustments, some tweaking of personnel. People moved around on that Proctor squad, so this will be a new look for Arlington also. What's on the line? Well, just about everything. The winner, a win or a tie by Proctor, will give them the regular season MVL championship and playoffs at home throughout the whole playoff season until the championship game, of course. A win by Arlington, they will be tied with Proctor, and then it gets real messy as far as the tiebreakers and who gets home field and what. So a win or tie by Proctor, and they'll take the MVL regular season championship, and they'll be home for the rest of the playoffs, or all the playoffs except for the title game. Arlington with a win secures co-championship, and this should be an excellent soccer game. That's going to be out of play. Taranovich, like I said, broke his foot in the MSJ game, actually came out of the game, and wasn't, Coach Ratty talking to him before the game, said it wasn't swollen, and they didn't think it was broke, and now the x-rays, and his season is over, and that's tough because he's the senior captain on the squad, and this is his final year at Proctor here, and they slid Keegan McDonald back to the spot that Taranovich had played, brought Justin Carter up from defense right to number 14. Carter's responded very well with a lot of offensive punch up there, but we'll see. Justin Ratty in net for Proctor. That's Calvin Knowles coming up, and he was one of the seniors that got acknowledged here and got a nice round of applause. And I'll tell you, it's hard to believe. I started my soccer coverage this year here in Proctor on a very warm summer day, and ended it up on a beautiful day right today. I mean, it's the threat of rain, but other than that, it's much, much warmer, probably 20, 25 degrees warmer than I was here last week for the girls' soccer game, in which I thought I was in the Arctic Circle. A lot of midfield play, and that'll be one of the keys, is how they mark McDonald, because he's going to draw a lot more attention now that they don't have to worry about Taranovich up there. So we'll see how they respond to that. As Proctor going backwards to go forwards. We've had no shot on net and going way backwards to go forwards, and I'm not really sure about that, as Scarzello will get into it and give it a nice kick up into the center circle. And again, I'm not sure why they went so far back, but they killed their momentum. And Petrini will, a couple Petrinis out there, so don't get confused if I keep saying Petrini to Petrini. That's McDonald right there, and you see he's wearing the stripes of the captain now that Taranovich is unable to play. And we have a kick coming up, and they'll be taken by Connell. He wants to get things going real quick. Kevin Ratty in his first season here at Proctor. Of course, he's a Proctor alumni, former player, and former coach at Mill River. McDonald with the left foot coming across. No, never got there. Got stopped at the top of the box, never got across. And Knowles with a little soft pass to the side to Connell. And they'll go back to Scarzello, and he'll settle. He's got a little more time than the prior time he had the ball. He'll give it a nice deep boot. Carter didn't feel he could get there. Didn't want to overcommit. Backed off. Kevin Ratty with a very successful first year at Proctor. And of course, he had a successful run at Mill River. He went back-to-back years to the champion. Well, no, he went to the championship game one year all the way to the semifinals the next year. And Harwood was his undoing. That team both years got him 2-0 in the championship game, a loss, and then, of course, that debacle in the semifinals. But he's retired, unretired. Now he is here back at Proctor. And Chuck Hall and Darren Carter, the assistant coaches. And that ball coming in on Arlington, coming in deep, and Ratty will come out and make a touch, get the grab, and have his first look at the way he'll whip the ball. He prefers to do that, he said, he prefers that over a kick, over a punt, is to toss the ball out like that. Arlington and Proctor, I'll give you all the rosters, all the people on the roster for both sides as we get near halftime, or when we do get to halftime. Austin Howard, first game back for Austin, and that's a big plus for Proctor right there. Like I said, it was tight down in Arlington, and that was very early in the season for Proctor also. And like I said, lots of stuff has changed. You see Kevin McDonald will spin around, and he'll get the ball down to Ricky Carroll. Carroll wanted to settle it and bring it across, but the ball took an extra bounce on him, and now he's going to work from the corner. Speaking of which, we've had no corner kicks. Scarzello, nice, high, soft arc on the head. Over to Carter, he'll go to the corner. Petrini can't get there. That's Jacob Petrini, number 20. And his brother Ryan Petrini wears number 3. Now I get to talk about the goalie now. That's Ryan Boyd. He's the starting goalkeeper for Arlington. And big, strong looking goalkeeper. Very agile in the warm-ups out there. But you see how well he kicked the ball right there. And they're going to just drive it down. It's Dobart over the top looking for Carter. And Carter showing you his versatility. Started the year back on defense, but moved up now to offense. And like I said, has really provided quite a punch for him offensively. That's settled by Petrini. He wants to bring it around. He does. Can he? Well, no, couldn't get it down inside the 18. Connell had a little problem with the dribble, and that's picked off by Arlington. The Eagles on flight right there will be stopped by Knowles. Knowles, one of 4 seniors recognized here today at the start of the ball game, and he has had nothing but a solid season back there. And, wow, I'm surprised they let that go through. I thought they might whistle a dangerous play as that cleat came up around the head area of the Proctor player, but they didn't. And McDonald showing you that dribbling ability to take the ball. Now they're going to double him a lot off the ball, and that's what I mean. They need some other person to step up offensively and help out. Now go off from the foot of Petrini. Ryan Petrini now to play. 40-minute halves, overtime if necessary. Golden goal is the rule in OT. Going to try to keep that to a minimum. Working with a cold. Nothing else, just a little old-fashioned cold I got. I think I got it when I did that Sub-Zero Arctic game here for the girls varsity. That will go up and through, and Ratty will track it and watch it go through, and he's going to get the kick now. Actually, they're going to have number 18 going back. That's Matt Dobart, junior Matt Dobart. And he kicks the ball extremely well. He can go over the top real well. We'll see what his first kick today will look like. As always, very impressed here with the crowd support they get at TNT Field for these Proctor boys and girls soccer programs. I'd like to thank Proctor for allowing me to videotape their sporting events and put it on Channel 15, PEGTV. And I think it's Arlen Bloodworth and Darren Carter, I think, for the piece of staging I get to stand on and shoot the soccer games from. Just that little bit of height makes a big difference. And boy, you can call that one. That's an easy one. That's a foul call as he climbs up the back of Petrini. And we'll have McDonald and Scarzello back there. And Keegan McDonald looks like he is going to mark the ball. Whether or not he'll actually strike the ball, we'll see. And Keegan will take the kick. Yeah, now go down through, and again, nowhere to go as Dobart and Scarzello really have good communications back there. And Petrini came back. And nobody really controlling middle of the field right now. It's been pretty much a standoff. As Carroll kicks it off the inside of the foot on that little misdirection off the kick, and it goes through Connell. He's trying to get back into position in Arlington. They're going to leave it in a circle, lay it out on the wing, and all I see right there, I see a dark jersey getting there. It was just a second late on the soft pass. Oh, nice move to get open, and then Knowles stopped the progress, and Connell will swing the pass out on that far side to Petrini. That's Jacob Petrini, and he'll just drive it down the sideline. They play a lot of that over-the-top stuff, that American-style soccer here at Proctor, and I really enjoy that. Much better than that real, oh, what's the word I want? European style. Just because I am an American and we have a whistle on the play, and I think we have a kick coming up from the 30-yard line for Arlington, and we do, and you can see number 14 heading in that direction, Dustin Harrington, and he looks like he'll mark the ball, and looks like he'll actually take the kick. So all is taking place with 8 minutes gone by, 32 minutes left in the first half, and got to the top of the 18, no further than that. Proctor really had that much walled off so that no damage could be done. We haven't had a threatening shot yet, and it's been played like everything's on the line. Everybody being very cautious here. Nobody wants to make the first mistake. I think the first goal is extremely important. Who will get the first goal? Even though Proctor is undefeated, they have that one tie with Bellows Falls. A team they beat 5-1 here the first game of the year, ended up going to Bellows Falls and then played to a 1-1 tie. They still know that this is a different matchup because they don't have Taranovich in there. Now, he was a leader, he was a captain, he was a scorer, he was a solid player. I mean, you lost a very valuable player, McDonald, trying to use the defensive player to lean off from, and that's going to be, there we have a foul call and the kick coming up, and it's going to be just about the 35-yard line for Proctor. This is actually a decent spot. Yeah, it looks like Scarzello will take the kick, and this is a good spot right here to try to just loft it up over the top of the 18, let your people run underneath it, and get the push going into the box. Now, kick was short. You need a little bit more height on it, and about 4 more yards deep. Boy, look at that move as he has to wait for Knowles to come over and make the play on Logan Foster. Had a nice rush going down the field. And I'm waiting to see who's going to come and take the throw. It's going to be an Arlington throw. And right now, nobody's made a move from the field. And there we go. Griffiths will take the throw, number 12. They made a substitution right on the whistle, and I think that confused me as to who was actually going to take and make the throw. Scarzello for Proctor will have it now, and he'll get it to Carroll, and he'll again bring it into the offensive end. And Arlington doing a very good job of not letting that just flow from, they don't want to link up the field from front to back for Proctor. They're really clogging up the middle of that Taranovich field here. You're watching Munger Vision on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. A lot going to happen today. Arlington and Proctor, and the winner going to reap the benefits. Hard to believe that the season, just this is it this week. Go to the playoffs, and let it fly by. You see Petrini going all the way over, and he'll take the throw, and Petrini, that's going to go back out of play. Proctor with the throw. They'll just have it about 10 yards further down the field, and Justin Carter will step into this one, and good long heave. Tell you, a strong young man. Physically very strong. Nice catch by the head coach over there for Arlington. Now put the ball in play. They're trying to reverse the field, and they'll send it back down. And we are at 29 minutes left to play in the first half. And it has a playoff feel about it. Like I said, everybody being extremely cautious, being played very tight right now. And is that where they want the ball? I guess so. And coming over will be Pastian taking the kick. So Pastian will get underneath it and got good lift on it, and he's going to have it through the circle. He'll be headed by his teammate Ford. I'm not sure that's what he wanted to do, but now Proctor will apply the pressure to the Eagles. The Phantoms and Eagles, the feature presentation on PEGTV Channel 15, Munger Vision. Scarzello avoids the contact, keeps going forward, has the ball under control, gets it to the edge of the circle, dish it off on that side, looking for Carroll, and then nice step up and a challenge by Arlington. Who did that? Somebody did a nice. Saw Carter flying through there, getting a header. Oh, all I needed was a cape. He looked like Batman. Knowles on the dribble for the big guy. He's extremely agile, and he's got that initial quick burst of speed to get in position defensively. Carroll, stalemated right there. We'll get back up and circle around. You have to get in the play defensively. As Arlington lays it out on the wing. Petrini will get there and make the block. Arlington with possession in the 18. Nope, never got through to the goalie. That's going to be popped up, and you see it right on the edge of the box. And Scarzello got it forward, and boy, that's a tricky move right there. Number 12, oh, with another move, and he's going to center the ball up on the wing and trying to make the connection. And number 7, Pickering, and led him by just a little bit too much. We got a scoreless one here from T&T Fields in Proctor, Vermont. Right now, the wind not a factor in the ballgame. I'm sure the later it gets, the cooler it gets, that the wind will probably pick up a tad bit. But for right now, it's ideal for the people here on the soccer field. And they'll get it down to McDonald. Coach Ratty telling them they're spending way too much time in the middle of the field. And look at the run by Carroll, putting pressure on the ball. He's going to reach from behind, dodge underneath the, he ducked underneath the defender, got the ball back to Carter. He'll race sort of make the pass, and now, again, Arlington had a good initial challenge, and they got a little bit too close to each other to actually get the clearing attempt to go up and out, and that's going to be settled down by Ryan Petrini. He's looking to send McDonald. They've got him pretty marked up today as far as where number 7 is. And then Dustin Harrington looks like he's going to be the mark on McDonald, at least here on this quad quarter of the field. And Carter coming because he can take the throw and he can reach the box just like a corner kick. You see Justin Carter backing up as far as he's allowed to go. Boy, Knowles way up the field, and oh, they shanked it. Rush the ball, and Boyd will pick it up. And it's been a while since Boyd has had a touch. Arlington doing a nice job of not allowing Proctor to transition through the middle of the field. Connell on the turn. Connell leaped over the defender. It was pretty, but he had to go back and get the ball. And well, he's battling through, and Petrini will go back to Scarzello. He has a little space to work with. Actually, he can take some dribbles. Lex Natu looks for McDonald. He'll sprint to the center of the field, being the edge of the circle, and Harrington right on him. And Boyd will come out, pick it up. He'll have a chance to punt here. As the big guy lines, no, he's going to whip it out there. I thought he was lining up his steps. He threw that to midfield. Harrington will reach up the foot and trap it down, and he'll send it down to that open corner in the left side. We're at 25 minutes left to play. 15 minutes have gone by. We've got a 0-0 game here in Proctor, Vermont. PEGTV's website is www.pegtv.com. You can click video on demand, watch any event you want on the internet, free of charge on PEGTV. They're waiting for the substitutions to clear the fields. Harrington coming on the ball game right now to get a breather. He's done a good job marking McDonald. Yeah, I expect McDonald and the gang to see a lot of minutes out there today. As Petrini will turn, and nice soft touch. Looking for Carroll. Maybe we'll use that speed to get to the inside. Being just well defended by Peterson of 17 South. Peterson's got some good length to him, some good size to him. He's able to use that to his advantage right there to take over the ball. That pass intended for McDonald. Again, this time he was well marked. And obviously they couldn't get him the ball. Connell had it, lost it. Connell will go back, and he'll be called off by Austin Howard, and Howard able to get it into the offensive end. That's got a tight feel to it, the game today. And we'll have a throw, a whistle on the play, and yeah, it's Proctor ball. That kind of fooled me too. As Arlington had it trying to get the throw in, but you can see the clock in the background showing you there's a little bit less than 24 minutes to go in this first half, and it's been a chess match so far. And again, I think the first goal is going to be an enormously important goal. I don't think this is going to be a very high-scoring affair. And if you looks like playoff soccer, you usually get that goal, and the first goal, you dictate the rest of the game. And nice job of keeping his balance as Connell able to dance over a few defenders and then as Harrington came back, made the play, and a shot was behind over the crossbar, and getting up a little slow is Connell. But I tell you what, Harrington playing a heck of a first half here for Arlington, number 14 out there in the dark uniforms. And Boyd got it up to almost midfield, went on from the back of the head of Carroll. And then Knowles came over and pushed the pass to Petrini on the steal. And Petrini, see, they couldn't make the move around Griffiths. And Arlington's got some good size. I think they said they had 10 seniors on their roster. And I'm not going to be specific on your own, but it sure seemed like they had a lot of seniors on their roster against the upstart Proctor squad. Oh, Scarzell, I like that. You don't see enough people take the ball on the dribble. He had nothing but field, so he finally took it. Pass coming across, looking for McDonald. And of course, Harrington was right there. McDonald, that nifty little reverse step, able to get the inline and see if he can cross the ball. Oh, he's trying to line up the shot, and he'll push it out to the top of the box, out of the 18, and nobody there. I thought he was trying to bring it all the way in and take the shot, but he looked for the pass, and a nice rush, but no finish on the play. 50-50 balls. I think it's pretty even right now. I think plays extremely even right now. We've had no corners served up by either side, or if you're really smart and rich, it's either side. But Carroll will be taken down, and there's a whistle. And there's going to be, again, about the 30-yard line. That's not a bad spot. Good angle also to get the ball up or the wall, the defensive wall, and see if your teammates can run through the ball and get it into the goal area. And McDonald will serve up the kick with 21.5 minutes to go in the first half. Coach Ratty over there getting right into it early today. As the official waiting, he'll give him the good to go sign, and he's not happy with the alignment right now. And there they go. And yeah, I think he was looking down that post, but he got a little bit too far out in front, and that's going to bounce and be out of play. And we'll have Scarzella right there. He'll take the throw. Petrini brings it down, and Scarzella calls for the ball. We'll get the ball. He'll stand at midfield with the ball, and he tried to drill it into the center circle as Connell. Handball. Yeah. Handball on Arlington's number 23, Logan Foster. Tell ya, there's nothing more fun than getting two good soccer teams together. I've had a lot of blowouts this year. You know, any school I went to, it seemed like it was a blowout. I like this. This has got a lot of tension in the air. To Connell, and he'll bring it back. And then Proctor's done this a lot. Now, this is something I haven't seen in the games I'd covered for Proctor, at least not on such a consistent basis. And they'll miss the kick. Knowles will get it. He'll try to slide it through, and he did link up, and yeah, good defense of getting to the ball by Arlington. Like I said, if I had to give you a stat, I'd say everything's down the middle. Everything's even right now. Carter didn't get a lot on the kick, but he will force Arlington to kick the ball side out, and that'll give Proctor the throw. And as we saw before, Justin Carter can bring it into the box on the throw. That had a little help, and will that become the first corner of the game? It will. It went off an Arlington defender on a header through the inline, so Proctor will have the game's first corner. And again, take a look at that flag next to Justin Carter, just hanging there limp. No breeze to speak of at all, and a great opportunity to get on the board here. We're at 19.5 minutes to go in the first half. McDonald redirects it, and oh, Boyd got a finger on it and saved another corner. Great save by Boyd. Tremendous athletic move by McDonald just to get up in the air and direct that header toward that near post. Proctor wins or ties. They win the regular season championship, and they have all their playoff games at home other than the title game, of course. Arlington wins. They're co-champions with Proctor, and that a lot of scenarios lay out then. So lots to play for today. Yeah, and Boyd, looking at the official, he wanted to bring it about 2 yards forward, and Boyd does. Got a tight one today on Munger Vision. And that kick will go past Harrington, and it'll roll into the teammate's foot, and nice stop by Dobar. He hasn't really been involved in a lot of plays because the ball's been stuck in the middle of the field. And Scarzello with a nice challenge on the take, and Arlington able to nurse it forward. It'll kick to the side. It'll be picked up by the Eagles on that far edge. They're not in the 18. See if they go over the top. Yep, they're going to take it up over the top. And boy, again, I thought they might whistle that as he kicked up around the head area of the Proctor player, and then sliding through will be Dolbart. And that ball's going to work its way to the sideline. I don't think it's got enough juice to make it. Nope. And we've got a foul call. Petrini's going to head on back, and yeah, I got an elbow call, a foul, which means they can't bring the subs in. It was a Proctor sub. And Scarzello, everything covered long. He went short to Carter, and Carter kept it low and hard. Boy, I'll tell you what, they had that. I'm trying to see what they're playing back there. Playing 4 deep on the backside. And talking about Arlington, and they're making it hard for Proctor to clean visits into the box. Nice pick by Knowles, and gets it to McDonald. Pass would have been on the inside foot. He had a better chance to turn it and get inside McDonald. Boy, see him double marked, and you'll be seeing that a lot today. They'll know where number 7 is out there for Proctor. So they're bringing the ball over to.
Come on, Eagles, pressure him.
I think Gintoff is the Proctor player trying to get into the ball game. And that will be off from Arlington's number 13, Secoy, Dylan Secoy. Now they'll allow Gintoff to come in the game. He's going to replace Austin Howard. He'll get a breather. So Gintoff in the ball game. And Arlington, like I said, both teams have basically been playing in the middle of the field. There have been visits into the 8 teams, but nothing real consistent. That Proctor defense, they're going to be tested today. You look at the injury to Taranovich, and I think offense, and I think about transitioning through the middle of the field with Taranovich, but now the Proctor defense has been very good all year. It's been underrated. Now you'll get to see them play up to their potential here as they will take a more definitive posture in the game. Harrington in the air a mile, and that header goes back into the box, and Ratty says he's got it, and Justin Ratty will pick it up and see if he'll kick or throw here. He'll take the punt. Man, that's an excellent punt. I don't know why he doesn't kick more often. Now carried and carried and carried. Connell able to bring it down momentarily. Couldn't really do much with it afterwards, but Proctor undefeated. They got the 1 tie. They are looking to clinch the MVL regular season championship, like I said, and that would give them until the title game, all their playoff games here at home. Pretty good job in their first year under coach Kevin Ratty. As Petrini looking for Carroll, and nope, he's fast, but not that fast. He can't catch with that ball side out. As we're down to 15 minutes to go in the first half of soccer, scoreless soccer at that. And it feels like playoff soccer, actually. And Knowles will reverse the field. That did stay in play. It settled down and sent back over the line and out of play this time. That was kicked by Holly, Alex Holly. That was quite the definitive head right there as they snapped the header on to bring it forward. Coach Rainer, they're wanting to get the pace of the game picked up. That's up, 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 and that'll go off from just about everybody on the left side of the field. Now it'll hang out now until Arlington can get control, and they'll send the ball up. Nice pass to midfield, and then they get in the pass just a tad bit behind Foster. He had space. He elected just to take a few dribbles and pass the ball over. Dolbart can't clear, and going to be a goal kick. I had to make sure it wasn't going to be a corner, but they'll say a goal kick right there. And Dolbart has been taking most of these kicks all season long, and the junior will get set here, and he'll take the kick now. Well, you see his plant foot slide a little bit, but he got it to Carter, and Carter wants to go to McDonald. He'll spin off the defender, and McDonald trying to get it up ahead. McDonald's got the chance, and goal, McDonald! Goal for McDonald. Can you get McDonald, and the assist will go to Justin Carter. And boy, you can see right there, all you got to do is give him just an inch, and he can take a mile. And like I said, 50 goal scorer in his career here at Proctor. And that's a big goal. It comes with 13:35 left to play in the first half. And that's one of the rare times he was marked well initially on the pass. He was really marked, but he almost there was contact. Both players kind of bumped each other, and just that little bump gave him enough separation to pull away from the defender. And boy, he lined that shot up beautiful. And McDonald got tripped up, and it's going to be a kick coming up for Proctor. Foul will be on Harrington. And I just want to see, they're going to have Carter mark it for Scarzello. Well, I believe Scarzello, maybe Carter. No, Carter will take the kick. So Justin Carter. Nice low hard kick, and then the header into the box, but too far ahead of everybody. And Boyd will pick it up with Carroll right there bearing down on him. So 1-0 game. Carter with the assist, McDonald with the goal. Proctor with the lead. 12:49 to go in the first half. Nice play over there by the Proctor squad. I believe that was Dobart. Far away to see his number. And now we go back to the middle of the field. And this is where most of the first half has really been bogged down, is between the 18s. Carter wanted to send it, and on his slide move, he'll bring it over. You see the ball girl with a good stop right there. She's got the moves out there. Tell you what, just a perfect day temperature-wise. This late in the fall, we're in past mid-October for this kind of great weather. That's going to be coming forward, and now they're trying to clean up the table scraps out there. And Harrington got a foot on it. Also out there for Proctor, number 19, Lenher, Kyle Lenher. He's a junior. And now Arlington with a chance to get right back in it. They're going to have Harrington take the corner, and this is their first corner of the ball game. And it came with 11.5 minutes left to play in the first half. So Arlington from the far corner. Gets it up there, and I think it was Dobart. Yeah, Dobart definitely got up there and took the Ratty had it, lost it, and Ratty's going to get on top of it. He's quick. He's very quick, and he'll get that pass up the side, looking for Petrini, and just misled him. Goes McDonald instead. I missed it. Sorry about that. And McDonald's going to be too far ahead of everybody. He's going to reverse the field, but it'll be down in the hands of Boyd, and Boyd will scoop it up, get set for his pass, and he'll. Boy, it's amazing how far they can throw those balls. Better than kicking, yeah. There's Scarzello to Petrini, and a little bump there, and Petrini will maybe take a dive. He won't get the call. We'll have a throw coming up for Proctor, and they're going to allow Cody Green, I believe that is, number 9, coming in the ball game for Proctor. Again, they're without Josh Taranovich the rest of the year. Their senior captain, talking about Proctor, broke his foot in the MSJ game. And Green, boy, barreling through there, but Arlington with enough of a wall, enough of muscle there to keep him out of getting into scoring position. Scarzello will step up again, and Scarzello splits the defense and will dribble it out of play. There we have a Proctor throw, and Scarzello's going to take the throw himself.
Come back a little bit now. That's good. You can run a couple yards forward now.
Yeah, so Scarzello right in front of the Munger Vision staging.
Go, lift his foot. There you go.
Yeah, so Scarzello called for the illegal throw, lifted his back foot, and I'll give Arlington possession with 9:37 to go. 1-0 first half. Proctor with the lead. Keegan McDonald with the goal, and Justin Carter with the step up right there. Got the ball down to McDonald, who will go back to Carter and takes a great bounce. Carter out the head. Carter had the kick blocked and then cleaned up. But I tell you, a great play out there by number 4, Holly. For Arlington is, I just took a great bounce. For Proctor, they couldn't take advantage of it. Kelvin Knowles with the long toss. Big guy, big toss. McDonald got in position, and the ball was tipped forward by Foster, and we'll come all the way back to Connell, and he got shuffling backwards, and he'll slide the pass all the way up to that far side. And Proctor on their home turf for last time in the regular season. They have an undefeated record. They've had the one tie. As they call for the ball, but they don't. They want to bring Lenher over to take. No, they're going to substitute Lenher. So Austin Howard back in the game, and now we'll push Jacob Petrini over to take the throw. And boy, nobody open at all. He just threw into a sea of maroon uniforms, and look at that move. Nope, Scarzella will get it, and boy, I thought Coach Kevin Ratty was going to have a panic attack over there, but they got the ball up and out, and again, they'll lay it down, and it'll stay in play, and McDonald with the slide, and that's going to come just miss me is Harrington. Again, playing a heck of a game out there defensively, number 14 in maroon for Arlington. You're watching the Eagles and the Phantoms. And varsity boys soccer action. Seniors Day here at Proctor. Now come down to Ryan Petrini. He had a little space to work with. Gave it back to Scarzello. He'll pop it up over the top, and there's no pursuit this time coming in on the ball. That was kind of a strange play. They had it popped up and in, and everybody kind of stayed back 20 yards and watched it. It goes off from Carter's head back to Dobart. 7:25 to go in the first half. A Proctor win or a Proctor tie, and that'll give them the regular season title. Like I said, they'll be home for the quarterfinals and semifinals. Of course, that's a lot of down the road stuff. And not a lot of breaks in the action today to tell you what's going on in the area, but I'll tell you, November 7th, that's the first Saturday in November, you got the really big show, number 14, down at the Paramount Theater, and you can get your tickets now by going to ParamountLive.org. Sam Garuso, the MC there, and it's basically a fundraiser, United Way, a talent show at the Paramount, and it's really usually a hot time that night, so really worth getting out and supporting the United Way by getting a ticket to the really big show, number 14. In case you can't hear the barking in the background, Coach Ratty wanted pressure on the ball. He doesn't want any shots inside the 18. He doesn't want any shots at all, but he wants the ball being pressured. Boy, I tell you, at this rate, he's in playoff form over there, coaching on the sideline. And they'll just slide the ball forward, and keeping his balance was Harrington, and can he try and make the move? Knowles, a very solid defender, didn't buy any of those fakes, but he's also got those long limbs where he can make up a lot of distance and use that height to his advantage, and boy, they let him play through it. Don't know if it really was contact or a dive, but in any event, they let him play through it. And Holly will take the throw, number 4 for Arlington. They want him to come back up about 15 yards. And now the official happy over there. And that's going to come in, and Ratty will leap into the air on that far post to make the grab, probably the hardest save of the first half for him. And a high kick angling toward the far side, and it will hit the ground, and it'll become a header controlled by Arlington. It'll go off from Proctor, and then Proctor will just step back up with Knowles. He'll take a 15-yard kick looking for Green. Again, it's been bogged down in the middle like this quite a bit. Like I said, this has been playoff style game right here. And that was, I think that was Carter. Yeah, Carter's the guy that went pirouetting through the air, and we got an injured Arlington player. It's Foster, I believe, number 23, and he looks like he's trying to walk it off, and he's getting a little more mobile as he goes. That ball will be out of play, and horn sound substitution coming in, and that's going to be Ricky Carroll, number 6 for Proctor, coming in the ball game. We're down to 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. The Phantoms up by 1. Lost the ball for a second. Comes forward, and there's that second layer of defense. Scarzello right there in perfect position. Scarzello, left foot pass right to Arlington. Now Petrini will sneak up, make the steal. Ryan Petrini to Scarzello, and Again, I think he kicked it, went off the side of his foot to the center of the field, and Knowles had enough of this dance, and he's going to bring it up and send it. There you go. And Carroll going to the corner, and it's going to be off from Arlington end, so the pressure worked. Carroll pressured the ball. He'll take the throw, and we'll go inside the box to McDonald, and he's going to settle that thing down, takes a little bit of bump, stays on his feet, and he got that in. That would have been inside the corner post. Boyd Conley will make the scoop and have the save, and he'll step into it, and a rocket he launches up to midfield. Handball called. It came up and hit Knowles in the hand, and that'll give Arlington the kick at midfield. Now let's see who's going to take the kick for Arlington, because again, this isn't a terrible spot on the field for the kick, and Sequoia set the ball, and Sequoia will take the kick. That's off from the rump of Howard, and he'll just keep working the ball to outside the perimeter. That's where Petrini picked it up. Oh, what happened right there? It's a handball. They got to call that. Yeah, he lost his balance. Pickering did, and fell down, and then the ball hit him in the hands. It happens. Even though it's a nice day out, there is a little, with the sun off the field now, there is a slight dew forming on the field because the temperature dropping relatively quick. Not to worry, I bought an extra jacket today. McDonald trying to work that inside-outside dribble, can't get past Harrington, and boy, the slide tackle will work, and oh, both players scrapping hard out there. That was a fun battle right there to watch. Cool move, opened up the foot, and they go into the circle in the center of the field with 2:28 to go in the first half. 1-0 Proctor. McDonald with the goal. Taranovich out for the season, broke his foot a couple games ago. And boy, it's been a clean game. Not a lot of physicality to it. I mean, they've been going back and forth. And I'm not sure where that's angling towards. It's going to stay in bounds, and Carter tracks it, heads it, and gets it to Calvin Knowles. Knowles' exit kick will be knocked down by Arlington, and they'll go to the corner now. Proctor will just take it to the outside, and well, they didn't get the clear, and it's headed right back in on the attack. Arlington looking for a late goal here in the first half. His shot will be elevated and be over. Well over the crossbar. And Dolbart will set the ball down with 1.5 minutes to go. They played 38.5 minutes of soccer, and Proctor up by 1. That goes off McDonald, and we'll roll to the sideline, and I don't, yep. Nice effort by Petrini, but it's going to be out of bounds. They'll give it up, and we'll have the throw now by Sequoia as he'll Foster with the header, and the communication's been excellent by both teams out there, and the pick by Scarzello. Looking for Carroll, and it'll come down to Petrini, and he'll bring it all the way across the middle for Connell. Had the lead on the defender, brings the ball back to the inside of the field, and again looking for that long pass on that wing on that side to Jacob Petrini. And both teams, they got two good teams playing each other, and that's why everything's a struggle right now on the field. And I think Justin Carter, yeah. Tell you what, this is one of the best ball girls I've seen all year. She has kept the action flowing by being on top of those plays, getting the balls inside. Again, they're looking for that long throw, and oh, what a great header. Nobody coming up on the trail close enough to get to the ball, and Knowles will just boot it up and out there, and he'll take a great bounce for Proctor, but I don't know if Carroll can get there. He's got two defenders to beat, and he'll kick it away at the last second. We're down to the final 10 seconds here. Proctor trying to hold on to that 1-0 lead and go to the halftime break ahead on their home field. And there it is, halftime. And we have Proctor up by 1 on the goal by Keegan McDonald over Arlington, and I'll come back and read the rosters to you. Settling in around their head coach. I can tell you they have Ryan Boyd in goal. He is the goalkeeper back there. Did a good job in that first half. Jake Pustian is number 3. Alex Hawley number 4. Nick Condon 5. Matt Stone 6. Fred Pickering number 7. Nicholas Nahodl is number 8. Alex Treya is number 9. Gunnar Beach is 10. Cody Griffiths is 12. Dylan Sequoia wears 13. 14. Dustin Harrington 17. Eric Peterson. John Esposito 18. David Muir 19. Kyle Stork wears 21. Wearing 22 is Eric Treya. Logan Foster, 23. Scott Pike, 25. Jeremy Fisher, 26. That is the Arlington Eagles squad. For the Proctor guys, on Seniors Day, you see them with the balloons still in the background. They have in net Justin Ratty. Wearing number 9 is Cody Green. 3 is Ryan Petrini. Ricky Carroll is number 6. Keegan McDonald's got the lone goal. He wears 7. Josh Taranovich, injured for the year out, was number 10. Matt Scarzello wearing 12. 14, Justin Carter. 17, John Connell. Matt Dobart, 18. 21, Austin Howard. Kelvin Knowles is 23. Number 2, Colton Buzzard. 14. Number 4 is Hunter Podcat. Chris Thomas is 5. Alex Vita is 15. Jared Gintoff, 16. Kyle Lenher, 19. Jacob Petrini wears 20. And Greg Elric, 22. 1-0 Proctor. I have the opening touch of the second half coming up for you on Munger Vision. We'll have the opening touch here in the second half, and I think, I don't have a statistician, but I think you got to say play was pretty much even. Nobody dominated. Each team had, I think Proctor did have an edge in corners. They've got an edge on the scoreboard, and that's the big one. They've got that 1-0 lead, but a game that has huge playoff implications, and a game that's been played like a playoff game. Good soccer to watch. Been fun all year in Proctor, whether it's been the boys' team here or the girls' team. They're back of the Proctor boys' warm-up shirts. Say Proctor fans respect the tradition, and I can, not being a Proctor soccer alumni, I can feel it though. You can sense it, and they get huge crowds at their games, and it's a very festive atmosphere. And they've had outstanding season for both boys and girls teams here, so it's been a blast covering the Proctor soccer. I will have more Mill River boys and girls soccer action for you at a later date on Channel 15. That speaking of fun, that Mill River girls team 13-0 right now, and playing like a number 1 seed, and they got a chance to finish up a regular season of being undefeated and not tied and clinching the number 1 seed in their division. And that's going to be Pickering. They got the ball, and that went out from Knowles, and I'll get my kick at the 30-yard line. This is a great spot right here as Carroll will bring the ball back. Carroll brought the ball back to Harrington, and Harrington told to bring the ball just about 2 yards further back. So in the opening minute and a half of play in the second half, that's kick over the top too far. Pickering was there, but Ratty read it, and Ratty came out and made the save. Now he's going to kick again. He's done both throw ball and kick the ball, and he's punted that ball very well right there. And it goes to McDonald, and he wanted to split the defense. He had a triple team, actually. Harrington will be physical and try to take him off the ball. That has been a great matchup to watch out there. McDonald and Harrington. Number 7 for Proctor, number 14 for Arlington. Reverse the field, trying to get us some open spots out there, get out of that crowd of people. Scarzello had it, and then a nice step up in attack by Foster of Arlington, and boy, they battled for the ball, and I think it's going to go white, and we'll have Scarzello take the throw. 40 minutes, second half, overtime if necessary, golden goals. First goal wins in overtime. That's how it works. Hopefully we'll avoid that situation, but a win or a tie by Proctor, and they are the regular season MVL championship champions, and they'll clinch the NVL regular season title. Arlington with a win will be co-champions, and then gets more complicated breaking down the playoffs and the tiebreakers and all that for home field. What's big is Proctor could stay undefeated in league play and have all their home playoff games up until the title game right here on TNT Field. When Harrington and McDonald in a race, and McDonald wants to bring it in and looks for a foul, and he'll get a foul. And he was in the 18. You see the call coming up. He was definitely inside the 18, and they're going to set the table for a very dramatic moment here as he'll have a penalty kick coming up. Again, they were shoulder to shoulder, trading paint, going down, bumping and grinding, and he just had that little extra step where he turned the corner, and big moment. It could give Proctor a 2-goal lead. It's Boyd in net. See him with his back to the play now. He'll get set as a penalty kick in the second half. Stop the clock 3 minutes in. McDonald with the game's only goal, trying to add to it. And scores! He just blasted it right through. Boyd, who was perfect position, is just so rocket hard, and those are almost impossible to stop. They'll go 2-0, Proctor with the lead. McDonald with both goals. This one unassisted, obviously, on a penalty kick. And now, with that change the tactics by Coach Ratty, I personally wouldn't go into a defensive mode right now. I'd stay attacking offensively. It's 2-0 now. Proctor with the lead. Remember, Taranovich not in this game. He broke his foot in the MSJ game. He's out for the year. It's Foster breaking through the defense, and that's going to roll in, and be over the top of the crossbar. Arlington, Pickering got a piece of it, but couldn't bring it down low enough. I believe we got a corner. We do have a corner coming up. And Harrington going to set the ball down in the corner. Win not a factor, but that was a good respond to that Proctor goal by Arlington. They put a good rush down the field and almost came up with a goal. They'll get a corner out of the deal. Oh, up in the air, who was that? They got there so high to try to get the header on it. Number 17, Peterson, Eric Peterson. So Proctor able to keep it at a 2-0 lead right now. And Dobart will take the kick. Everything covered long, goes short. Very well coached team, but they respond to what they learn. They remember what they learned. McDonald takes the bump, nudges the ball forward. Harrington in good position. Well, looks like he's going to take it to the outside. And yeah, when in doubt, kick it out. And that's just what he did. Coach Randy over there patrolling the sidelines. And the throw by Proctor as I get back onto the game here. Up, and that was definitely deflected. Ball comes right back in perfect spot, messing it around there with the ball. Connell trying to get the kick on. No, it took too long to settle it, and he'll go wide and be picked up by Boyd. Boy, that got to be a little chaotic in the 18 right there, but no damage done by Proctor, and Boyd with another booming kick. As Scarzello looked to take it on the run, lost the ball. Dobart, big strong Dobart came out to challenge the play, and they were able to turn the field around the other way. It's Petrini a step late, and they'll send the ball down for Pickering, and we'll go out of play. Touched by 13, that's Sequoia. And Kelvin Knowles will come over. Big Kelvin will take the throw now for Proctor. They've got that 2-0 lead, a goal in each half. The second goal, both goals by McDonald. The second goal on a penalty kick. And boy, throwing to that triple team down there. Knowles will get the ball back and wrap his leg around it. And did they have enough eyes? Oh my God, what a perfect pass to McDonald. McDonald up and never got through the wall of defense. He had it near the 20-yard line and knocked the ball down. A much more comfortable day here. And I'll be on Foster, and we'll have a kick coming up. Should be Carter coming up to take the kick, number 14 for Proctor. Yes, we had a senior day acknowledgement, senior day here at Proctor. The four seniors introduced, brought out to their parents, balloons and flowers, and a lot of smiles. And offside. That's the call, and we'll have Arlington with the ball. It'll be a kick from the spot of the offsides. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 20-yard line. And Boyd dribbling it out. Yeah, they had the senior day presentation, then they got down to business. I said Arlington wins, they will be co-champions with Proctor in the regular season. Proctor wins or Proctor ties, Proctor is the regular season champion. McDonald looking to add another goal here. Open. Oh, he had the leg open. And a shot blocked by Boyd. A great save along the line. He saved it, kept his team in it at 2-0. McDonald going to his left, brought the shot back to the right. Boyd stayed with it, and then he's got that long frame of his, able to lean out and make the save. Petrini goes off from his shoulders, and the ball popped up in the air by number 4, Holly, to Pickering, and picked off by Carter. Sequoia stepped up. Carter circled back around, just a step late getting there, and Pickering trying to settle it. He'll dribble it down through the circle now with his head up all the way. Makes the move to the outside. Knowles defensively made the initial save, then committed the foul on the second part of the play. And you see that Arlington would bring the ball forward, and Scarzello knocked it down originally, then got it deflected off his chest. We'll have a 50-50 battle in the middle of the field. I think we're going to have a push on against Ricky Carroll, committed by Peterson. Peterson commits the foul. Carroll was the victim of it, and Carter will take the kick. 32-39 to go, 2-0 second half action. You're watching Munger Vision on PEGTV. Channel 15 Sports. You can go to the website at www.pegtv.com. And McDonald took the bump, and look at, he's just so hard to take off his feet. Deceptively strong for his size. Shot bounces around and just goes wide of the post. They got deflected up in front. Took a funny bounce, and I'm thinking corner. I'm looking to see what's going to happen here. Yeah, it's going to be a Proctor corner. One off from a Arlington defender. And Carter will follow Justin Carter over to the corner, and he'll take the kick. Oh, that cliche, the Knicks goal, that is the situation right here. If it's Proctor, it's 3-0 in the second half. That's pretty tough right there to come back. If Arlington get it, you got yourself a nail biter at 2-1. Carter will serve it up, and well defended. Nice step up by Arlington, and on the header they get it 25, 30 yards out. And Proctor looking to turn the pressure back around, and there's the race to the corner, and Jacob Petrini. Oh, brought it back to the inside. There's the serve up in the box, and off the shoulder. McDonald, Ryan Petrini, recovered by McDonald, and takes the bump at the last second. Oh, it's been like that. Right on the edge of chippiness, but they're trying to knock him off his game and psychologically get inside his head. But he's, as you can see, hard to bring off the ball, and he's pretty much focused on the game as Ryan Petrini will bring his pass back to Austin Howard, and that was a soft pass. That gave the defender a chance to react to it from Arlington. Looked like he played it off his arm, incidentally, but it's not called, so they'll bring it down to Dobart. Dobart will settle, and good kick, or a long kick, but out of bounds, and we'll have a throw coming up by Holly, number 4. So Holly, right off the toe of Pickering, that gives Carter a chance to take the angle and make the pass a little bit harder. Connell in the circle had it and lost it. Foster able to nudge it forward to his teammate, and then they'll bring it back to Foster. Foster with that acceleration. Scarzello, when we call for the hold, we'll have a kick coming up for Arlington. And that's going to be just about 30 yards out. And that's if you get the right pace on the ball and height on the ball, let your teammates rush the line. And it looks like Harrington again. He's taking a lot of these kicks. Sequoia will get him the ball, and Proctor trying to mark defensively now. They're going to put Knowles 10 yards out off the ball because he's such a tall target to get over the top of. He's going right to it. And Ratty smartly communicated not to touch it. It was not touched by a Proctor defender. Will not become a corner kick. It'll be a goal kick, and see Dobart coming forward. Will Carter take the kick? And it does look like Justin Carter will do that. He'll mark it and take the kick. The white lines here at Proctor on the field for soccer help Carter. He's colorblind. He has problems seeing the yellow lines. A lot of these fields use yellow lines, red lines, but these are good old white lines for him. He can mark the ball and not have an issue right there. 2-0 Proctor. 29.5 minutes to go in regulation. And Connell able to control it off from Pickering, and now looking for the corner to Petrini. Might have outkicked him. He did. He outkicked him. Been a very well officiated soccer game, and I expect nothing different from the gentleman out there. Deep throw, and looking for Pickering. He's going to have some speed coming through, and Carter just casually sat back there like a safety in football, and then just stepped forward and took the ball away. And forget a push call, yeah. Yeah, there's some discussion over on the Arlington bench about the validity of the call. Did look like Carroll stepped on top of the ball and lost his balance. They'll call a push, and Carter sending it up. Everybody trying to stay on sides, and then just headed back out by Arlington. Oh, it's been a grinded out affair, that's for sure. And miskicked right there, and Carter leaps over the defender's legs, and he was trying to send it through, I believe. It went off from number 12, Griffiths. But boy, just not enough speed to split the defense, and I'm not sure that won't make the inline. It does. What's going to be the call? Corner coming up for Arlington. Dobart got there just a tad late, and we'll have, again, good opportunity for the Eagles right here. That's Harrington making his way over to the corner with 28 minutes to go in regulation. There's the serve. Oh, in Dobart, so big, right in the middle there defensively, got a header on it. And Knowles will come out and push the ball even further up the field. Knowles looking for McDonald, and again, he's trying to find some open space. There's Sequoia there defensively on this side. They've gone between Sequoia and Harrington on him. He'll turn him inside out on the move down. He'll take the outside edge, get past him, and McDonald looking for the hat trick. Will push it in and save. But again, you can see how dangerous Keegan McDonald is on that. He breaks down his defender, and boy, put some juice on that shot too. And a big save keeps it at 2-0. Proctor over Arlington, looking for the sweep over Arlington and the MVL regular season championship, and a ticket to stay home and host all their playoff games until the championship, if they get that far. Yeah, it's going to be on Austin Howard. I missed it because I had an itch on my head and I was scratching it. And Foster calling for the ball, and he's going to see the official making the mark right there. This is a tough angle. This isn't an ideal spot to get the kick from. And Ratty, who skied for it, made the grab, and not sure it would have been in the net, but it looked cool what he did. So deep, booming kick, took down by Holly. Carroll trying to sweep kick it to Connell, can't make the connection. Now Connell will make the step up, be a little bit late on it, and Carter, so they've taken Carter from his offensive position up front and put him back there defensively. With that 2-goal lead, it appears to me they have changed up their tag. Oh, look at McDonald coming in. McDonald gonna have the hat trick. No, it's just gonna be wide. Another big save by Boyd, and he's keeping his team in this thing individually right now. 2 big saves on McDonald the last 2 trips down the field. But Proctor looking to put the stake in the heart right now, looking to put the final nails in the coffin. Any other type of cliches. McDonald. We got a whistle, we got a lot of action. We're going to have a call. It's going to be on Proctor. Push. Tell you, in the last 3 minutes, Proctor has come within a hair of making it 3-0. Right there, Carroll had it lost. He's going to get it back. There's some confusion on the communications back there with Arlington as their own players actually created the turnover for Proctor to have the ball. Scarzella with a short pass on that left side. Now going to get the ball back to him. He'll get it forward, and McDonald, whether it's purposeful or purpose or not, it comes back to Scarzella. It'll skid in and be picked up by Boyd, with Connell coming in to shake his hand for Proctor. Boyd with a booming kick. Boyd with 2 just spectacular saves here in the second half. But you can see Carroll again accelerate to the ball, take the inside edge, and shield the Arlington player off the ball. And I can see Petrini and Carter. Well, Petrini went to the bench. Carter went over to get the ball. So Carter will take the throw. It's Justin Carter with the long heave, and then the header coming right back in. And you can see the bumping and grinding, and it's been a very clean game. But they know they're out there. Each team's going to have some hickeys on them when they're done with this contest. Petrini will let the defender come to him, Holly, and then got open, brought the ball down inside off from Connell. He'll bring it back, and Howard, with a lot of time to think things over, wanted to just send it through. Knowles with a complete 360 spin to Petrini, and I think that's Pickering there defensively, made a nice stop and then just kicked the ball side out. As the game, a little better flow here in the second half than we had in the first half. Proctor with a goal in each half. The second goal coming on a penalty kick made by Keegan McDonald. He got the first goal also, but and there hasn't been a lot of subs in the ball game for either side, or if you got a lot of money, either side. Had to wait a second. Petrini got the ball, but he had Connell tying his cleat up, and that's going to be out of play. He was looking for the corner for Carroll. And on the break in the action, they're going to be bringing in, I think that's Kyle. Sorry, that's number 26, Jeremy Fisher, coming in for Arlington. Peterson with a snap throw, really got some juice on it. Over past his target, and it's picked up, and yep. Arlington looking for a counterattack. Might have gave the pass up a tad bit early, and Dobart will step up and just reverse the field and get it down on the offensive side of the 50. Boy, they called for it, and nobody took it, and that's going to give Carter a chance maybe to go to the left side and off the outside of the foot make the pass through. Carter, a very good soccer player. I mean, think of him as a a baseball pitcher, baseball player. But what do you call those Rutland County Soccer League at their big polo field tournament they have on, I want to say May Day, but it's Memorial Day. I got to cover a couple of his Carter's games. I could tell right then and there he was going to be a good soccer player. Yeah, I did it. I've done it on and off for several years. I didn't get a call this year to do the Memorial Day tournament at the Polo Fields for Rutland County Soccer, but one year Coach Ratty and Coach Carter, Darren Carter, got me a bucket truck like you lift up to do, oh, look at this, and Ratty comes out, makes the save. Justin Ratty put an end to that rush, came out and just made the big-time gamble play, made it pay off, and it will stay 2-0. Oh, but Coach Ratty and Coach Carter got me a bucket truck. You stand in the back like a utility truck. And boom, I got boomed up in the air, and I shot the games from that. And I just would be driven from field to field to field to cover whatever game it was they wanted me to cover. It was different. The bucket was a free-floating swinging bucket. That made it hard to do the game, but it was cool. I'd contemplate doing it again. I get a monopod this time instead of my tripod. Connell with some twinkle toes there, able to get control of the ball. Again, now we're bogging down in the middle of the field. This is what the first half of play was like. The second half started off with a lot more flow inside the 18, but now it's kind of bogging down as we're nearing the 21-minute left to play mark. 2-0 Proctor with the lead in the second half on Munger Vision. I'll tell you right now, November 27th and 28th, Rusty DeWeese, the Lager, will be at the Paramount Theater with his Lager Holiday Show. You can get tickets by going to www.paramountlive.org. And if you've never seen Rusty in action, he is one funny dude. And that ball will be out of play. Again, it's been a very well officiated contest. And Carter will mark the ball, and Carter will take the kick. Getting on to the dusk hours here of the evening in the fall, and coming out to make the grab will be Boyd, and the big guy came flying out of nowhere to make the save, and not really a save, but to stop the forward progress of the play. Arlington looking for their first goal of the year against Proctor. Like I said, I believe it was 2-0 Proctor. I could be wrong, but in the first game, like it's 2-0 right here. As Petrini lost, it'll come back to Howard, and he will looking for Connell, and that was picked off by Foster. Came across the field to number 5, Condon. And Carter, who's just sees the field so well, but he just thinks effortlessly. I mean, here comes McDonald coming down the field. He'll take it to the inside, get his bounce, get it up, and then be taken down. And the ball's still free, and McDonald will get up. And what's going to be the call? Oh, they're going to call a foul on McDonald. I could have just seen a no call there. I didn't understand the foul on McDonald, but I don't think Coach Ratty saw it by his reaction either. In any event, we'll have a kick by Boyd, and a decent job. Besides, talk about Carter. When you watch him, it looks effortless what he's doing out there. I mean, I know it's good hard work, but he just makes it look very easy. Started up in the attack position, in the forward position, and now he's back defensively. To Petrini. Petrini to the corner, and again out of bounds, trying to get it to that vacated corner. And Peterson to Sequoia, and he'll just pooch it about 8 yards. Arlington trying to gather their attack right now as Knowles uses that big frame and it's just to bowl through and get a foot on the ball. It's going to be out from Dobart's head, coming right at me on the staging, and it will be out of play out from Sequoia. That's what they're going to hold up here as they're bringing in. I can see Jacob Petrini. This is Justin Carter up close and personal right here, and he'll take the throw. I knew his dad, Darren. I think Darren was 7 or 8 years old when I met him, because I'm a lot older than he is. But I've got to tell you, Justin looks just like his father. And I know he'll feel bad about that when he hears me say that, but back when his father was handsome, he looks just like his father. That ball bouncing around, and Petrini will bring the ball down, and you'll have Howard. Yeah, a lot of communications out there. Back to the center circle. Dobart steps up, and just, again, he knows the timing. He has his timing on when to do these step-ups so well. Petrini got a toe on it, and it is off from Petrini. It's a good call by the official. Sequoia right below me. We'll follow him out with this throw. You don't get up close action like that on any other sports video productions, only on Munger Vision. Working with a fever, working with a illness, and still bring you the action. Oh, look at this, look at this, look at this. And just, again, Boyd with a great save to keep his team right in it, and he should have taken just a second longer. Connell should have. Yep, great rush. McDonald now has been thwarted 3 times by Boyd here in the second half. Or this could be a 4 or 5-0 game if not for Boyd back there. And then the last shot by Connell went through the inline wide, and Boyd will take the kick. 16.5 minutes to go in regulation. That's going to be bouncing around, and then a nice job by Austin Howard. First game back for Howard. He was out for a little while. You can see Scarzello in good position. Again, keeping the ball to the outside. Not only keeping it outside, made the steal and got tripped up, did a little somersault. Got some style of points there, but he'll draw the foul. So Scarzello fouled, and a kick coming up by Carter. I tell you, the season and playoff implications in this game huge. Might as well call it a playoff game. And it's been played with a lot of tightness and tension. Ricky Carroll brought the ball on the inline and into the hands of Boyd. He'll tiptoe on the inline and make sure it's not going to become a corner. Tell you what, he has kicked the ball very well. That one not the best one he's had, but he's kicked the ball extremely well today out of his hands. And coming forward, Arlington trying to get the attack back to the middle of the field. And the shot, saved by Ratty. Oh, great save by Ratty. Tell you what, that was great reflexes by Ratty. That's going to be out from Arlington now to play as it goes out from Holly. I think they're going to bring Carter over. No, they're going to bring Carter over in that. Not a throw, it's going to be a kick, so it must be a handball. Well, Carter looking for Carroll coming through the middle of the defense, and Peterson got a foot on it and slowed it down. Just enough to throw that whole play off. Carter off the left foot. Well, I'll tell you what, I didn't think it was what he wanted to do, but he put it right to McDonald. He draws a crowd. He got some help, and oh, they got to call that. I'm staying right there because he tackled him around the shoulders and no call. I got to tell you, it was well officiated, but that definitely was not a dive. That was physically being brought down. I can't believe that one wasn't called after all the good calls they made. Hey, the camera doesn't lie. You see what I see. I don't mind contact really at all. I think it spices the game up, but he grabbed him by the shoulders and tackled him. And you know, if you tackle by the shoulders nowadays in the NFL, they throw a flag on that. Called a horse collar. Here comes Connell, and he will, well, it's going to be picked off by Harrington. They were looking to go to that side of McDonald. He's still kind of wrapped up in the no call, and he's got to forget about it and focus on what's happening right now. I can crank on it because I'm running the camera. Who made that step? Oh, it was Carter putting the shoulder in there and doing a nice job. Carroll will reverse, take the bump, ball will come back. Connell will have it center circle, and he's going to go up over the top. McDonald on his horse, accelerating down through the field, and Boyd, and kicked it out of there. Boyd came out to challenge McDonald. That was enough just to alter the path of the shot. Again, Proctor's just been inches away from making this a 3-0 game. McDonald lays it out for Knowles, and I don't know if that was a pass or a shot. I thought he was going to crank it into the net, but it ended up going off the side of his foot and became a pass. Sequoia coming, and oh, nice job. Connell just snuck inside, got good position that will roll out of bounds. And with 12:40 to go, Pickering coming in the ball game for Arlington, replacing Griffiths. It's cooling off a little bit, but I'll tell you what, it is still 25 degrees warmer than it was for that girls' game that I did here last week. I thought hypothermia was going to set in. Sequoia calling for the ball and getting the ball. Went short to Foster. Knowles came around, got a toe on it, couldn't control it. And now Foster got the ball back, and there's big number 23 in white. Knowles again there to bug him, and Ratty will just dribble it up. He actually didn't scoop it. There is no whistle. This is a live play, and now he'll pick it up. That was different, but you know what? It took time off the clock. That 5 or 6 seconds right there could be all they need at the end of the game for something. That goes from Carroll forward and out of bounds. Peterson been throwing the ball very well. Got a good flick right there. And then brought forward to Sequoia. Can't get it. Howard will step in. Howard with a little knee will push it to the midfield stripe and drop it down. Oh, it's a tiring game to watch. I know these guys are in great conditions on both sides of the field. Carroll forces the defender to kick it side out. It was Peterson kicking it side out, and that's the smartest play right there when you don't have the numbers. Proctor with the throw, trying to go to the box, and it is in the box, and it's on the ground, and Boyd, with no interference to worry about, had a clear sight of the ball and just grabbed it, and he'll take another kick. So we're nearing 11 minutes left to go in this soccer game. And boy, I tell you right there, no pressure on the ball as the Proctor squad was walking back toward midfield. I don't know. I can't believe fatigue would be setting in right now. Oh, there's McDonald, and he's going to be outside. Well, I tell you, it was tight on the line. It looked like he just accelerated past the defender, which you can do once the ball's preceded you into the forefront of the field. But you can see that speed factor with McDonald. Nice low hard kick, and then the step up by Scarzello to Carroll, and he was able to get there and put the ball forward, and I don't think, nope. Petrini's quick, but he couldn't get to that. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll have Peterson take the throw. It'll skip into Carter, and that's going to be in play. That's going to be in play, and that stays in play. Wow. Yeah, it's going to have Carter come down, take the ball from Howard. And I got to get that number. Elric, Greg Elric in the ball game for Proctor, number 22. Hard to miss him, he's a big guy. Yeah, and Carter that time sailed on him. And help Holly bring the ball down. And so Holly they did get it into the box. Dobar, of course, he's a hard guy to get the ball by once he's down there, and that'll go out of play on for number 26, Fisher. Fisher has come into the ball game in the second half just about 12 minutes ago, and he's put a lot of spark out there in the field for Arlington. He's looking good. On the ground, and Dobart out of midair got it about to the 30. Then Foster had it, lost it. Fisher will come in, and now it's just a matter, who did that go off from? Goal kick is the call, and we are at 8:49 to go in the second half of play. 2-0 Proctor. Keegan McDonald with both goals. The second goal coming on a penalty kick. He has missed barely 3 or 4 goals here in the second half of play. And in case you didn't hear it, Josh Taranovich out for the season for Proctor. Broke his foot in the MSJ game. You see Foster weaving his way around, dancing, staying on the outside. Knowles never over-pressured, didn't overcommit. Always is in position to stop the progress from coming forward. Looking for McDonald. Gets inside Harrington, want to play the ball to the outside, and could this be the hat trick as McDonald with the shot and just sent it wide again. Tell you what, he's had 4 or 5 brilliant rushes down the field here in the second half. Oh, you got to figure the third goal would almost be the type of goal where you would say, let's start the bus for Arlington and the party's over. But they're staying right there. They're right in it. That was Gunnar Beach, I believe. Yeah, Gunnar Beach. I remember him from baseball. First of all, that is one cool name, Gunnar Beach. Sounds like a movie star name. Beats the heck out of being called Jerry. So. And Elric Now, couldn't get it past Holly. Hit him right in the hip. Ball will come back. Sequoia will save it on the side. And now it'll go off Petrini out of bounds. Ryan Petrini, number 3. 7:14 to go. And Proctor 7:14 away from claiming the NBL regular season championship. Plus, it would keep them home for the playoffs until the title game. They would play all their playoff games up to that point right here at TNT Field. And they said something about that happens. They would get me a heated press box to work in. See Connell come out and pressure the ball. Nice move right there. Looking for the dribble Carter. I think they're going to call that on Carter against Condon. And boy, right here, if you're going to get in the ball game 6.5, you've got to convert this. You've got to convert this. Harrington. You want the ball brought back about 7 yards, I'd say. And I think Coach Ratty might got a card. Yeah, he's going to get a card, and he's giving him. You know, I'm speculating. He pointed down to the offensive end for Proctor. He's saying you called that little whimsical push on Carter, and you missed a tackle on McDonald. Because that's what I'd be saying. How could you miss a tackle around the neck and then call, which actually the call on Carter could have been just a no call. I mean, my goodness, it was. So a card on Coach Ratty, and he's earning that big paycheck today. He is fired up. Now they'll restart the clock with 6:22 to go, but Harrington. One final adjustment where he wants the ball. Going for the pay dirt, and nope. Didn't get it on net, and it'll kick off to the side. That'll make the clock run down to 6 minutes by the time they get a ball out there and get it set. Now that's one thing you watch. Now Proctor become much more deliberate on substitutions, marking the ball, kicking the ball, because taking time off the clock. When you're up by 2 goals, that just keeps milking that clock out. Carter will go short, everything long, and set down by Scarzello. Scarzello, again, setting himself up to take time off the clock, and Howard had it lost, and it'll go off from Fisher out of bounds, and we'll have Carter come over and take the throw. So yeah, Coach Ratty's been like cranking all day over there, in a good way, 5:33 to go and low on battery, so I might have to fade down here in a second and get a battery change. And again, Proctor's had several high-quality chances to extend the lead to 3 or 4. But Boyd, the goalie for Arlington, has made some big saves. Now see right there, that could have been a foul. And there it's a late call. No, they called it the other way. The original call, I think, could have been made against Proctor. Now that could be one of those makeup call things. But they'll take that, and that'll be a low, hard kick up to Petrini, Jacob Petrini, Pickering there. And they stay on that far side. Now they're able to dump it down inside. Boyd coming out to meet the ball, be in the box. He'll use his hands. He'll pick it up. 4:38 to go. And low battery flashing. I hate that one. You get so close to the end of a contest. Carter off the head will kick to the left side. Jacob Petrini will, well, he set the table, but there was no pursuit in flight of the ball, and it'll be picked up by Boyd. 2-0 Proctor. Both goals by Keegan McDonald. Proctor just 4 minutes away from claiming the regular season championship and the #1 seed. Fisher, double team, and Ryan Petrini will just inch the ball back to Holly, and Holly got it to Sequoia. Also had Foster there, but it'd be Sequoia with the ball. Oh, nice job of taking the dribble. Scarzello had room and took it down the field. To Petrini. Petrini. That can be kicked out, and that's fine. He'll take his time. Look around, let that seconds tick down. Holly intercepted the ball and then had McDonald come to the inside. McDonald pushed to the end line, and yeah, he'll just hold it, and white throw, and that took valuable time off the clock as we near the 3-minute to play mark. And on the double team, somehow McDonald came out of the pack with it, bringing it wide, and you know, I'm not sure if that was a shot or a pass. It had the juice on it. I think it was a shot, but he just couldn't put enough spin on it. And Boyd asking for the balls. We're down to 3 minutes to go. 3 minutes even to go. And I'll tell you what, that Proctor bench all standing now. You'll see it in the background as they can sense the payoff for all their hard work. Step 1 will be accomplished. Look at this, look at this. Oh, another great save by Boyd's been outstanding in net today for Arlington. It's going to be a corner for Proctor. Oh, but step 1 would have been completed. Made the playoffs, won the NBL, got home field for the whole playoffs. Then you forget about all that, because then you go into the playoffs and it's all brand new. 1 loss and you're done. You'll be able to enjoy this for about 4 or 5 days. Oh, Holly had to go over his foot, but they'll clean it up and get it out of the 18. Still plenty of time for Arlington to get a rush, get a goal, and cut it to 2-1. And that's going to be off from Connell out of play as the crowd coming, starting to whoop it up with 2 minutes to go in the ball game. And there's a long toss over the top of Gunner Beach. And Dobart came down on top of the ball. Condon had it, lost it. Just a little pop-up. McDonald will react to it and see him wrap around to the inside, and he'll let it go out of play. Yeah, and he'll let the clock wind down to 1.5 minutes. That's going to bounce, and Petrini will have no problem getting to it. Petrini on the inline goes across too far, up top, out of the box. Settled down by Secoy. Got it to Condon, and then just a step up by Knowles, and they'll just reverse the field. Be picked up by Boyd. But I tell you, if they had like an ice hockey, you have the 3-star award, Boyd would definitely be getting, if you McDonald with the 1st star, Boyd with the 2nd star, and viewer's choice for the 3rd star. I think I'd give it to Coach Ratty for getting the yellow card, but as they'll again just take time down, 47 seconds and counting, and Proctor is going to win the regular season NBL championship, wrap up the #1 seed in the home field throughout the playoffs. That's a lot to have accomplished. And again, they would have shut out Arlington. Petrini with a little pop-up, 24 seconds, Petrini. And that's going to do it as the ball rolls in, and that will wrap it up here as they're down to 20 seconds to go unless they can get, they need 2 goals, and they can't even get the ball down inside the 18. There's the race by Jacob Petrini to the outside, keeps it in play, and then we'll send it down the far side. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, and that's going to be out of play on Route 3. And by the time they get this set, we'll watch Proctor celebrate. Coach Ratty is going to lead his team to an undefeated record right now, and they'll have the win 2-0 over Arlington. And you can see on Seniors Day, everybody coming out to congratulate each other. So it will be an NBL regular season trophy in that Proctor case for the 2009 soccer season. Keegan McDonald with both goals and just outstanding team play. So a good effort by Arlington, and they could possibly have quite the rivalry here developing. But congratulations to Proctor. Hope you've enjoyed this Phantom Soccer action on Munger Vision. And always get out there, support your student athlete, and always support Munger Vision.